Woohoo. Finally here. It's not early access. It's just an update to the demo. But this is a game I've put like 55 hours into it. And now the demo started, months ago. Late last year. So maybe over that time, not too big a deal. But this was pretty much all through like 3 months. And there just weren't many updates. In fact, none until now. So I set it, aside for a bit. So I'm incredibly excited to see what's going on with this. So we have to start over from scratch. These were initially, you had to go through them, and then this was like a story-based one, and then this was just like a free random seed run. So let's do running 101. I already know a little bit. I have seen a screen unlike any other before. So I know that we've got some outside of the grid stuff happening. That would be all I know. I got here and I didn't touch it. I was like, this is too much for me. I need a way to take this in. So we didn't have any of this before. We just had the actual gameplay of the seeded runs that you go through, the actual computer grid that you're navigating. So we got a deck down over here. Let's take a look at the deck first. Got the breakdown here. So we got amped code slash. I feel like this card art is like kind of crisp right now. Like the actual like kind of like border. Interesting. This looks like it's pretty much the same starting deck as before, so nothing too interesting there. I got our hash keys down here, the items we collect, skills. Okay. I don't know if these are going to be the commands that we use in the game, although I don't think so, because it looks like we've got commands over here. So these are going to be something else. We got our cold hard cash down there. Drivers. Trace level, of course. We know that. Alarm level. I assume that's like the trace level, but it applies to the real world aspect of it. The grid is the digital infrastructure runners hack. Grids are comprised of clusters, virtual rooms that hold nodes. Nodes are the smallest functioning element of the grid. You can move the camera using WSA and D. WSA and D? WASD? How is it normally? I feel like it's not normally in that order, right? WASD? WASDA? Isn't that it? Rotate it using the arrow keys and center on your character using the spacebar. Your objective in every run is to find the grid's core node and breach its mainframe. Click on that library node. So is this... Do we not have that overworld? Or that, like actual gridded part before? Or do we still have that? Okay. Extract, exploit. Trace level. Do we have our watchers anywhere? How do I see? Okay, all I can do is... Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna let the tutorial explain stuff. It seems like both this and this would increase the trace. Which is like... absurd. We'll see. But trace level might also be completely different than what it was before. So I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Extracting nodes will always provide shards. Shards are remnants of code that can be used as currency to buy things inside the grid. See, it seems like we're not in the grid yet, so I think we still have that classic map, which I really liked. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm too excited. To move between clusters, you'll need to pass through gates. Check out that gate. activity gate. Unlock this gate by using all nodes in either cluster. Most gates have specific conditions that need to be met to unlock them. That activity gate will be unlocked if all nodes in the cluster are exhausted. Extract the last library so you can open the gate. Extract. I do like that little pop-up menu, it's nice. Maybe this is it. Maybe we don't have that grid anymore. Yeah, we do have a watcher. How do we... Is this the watcher? This cluster has a watcher ice protecting it. Most clusters will have a watcher monitor them, placed there to penalize your actions. Click on that library node to see another way you can interact with the node. Do I like this? I don't know if I like this. I think I might like the other map better. This feels, it feels like it's a different game than it actually is. You know, like it's, presentation from a different genre. While navigating the grid, some actions you take will increase your trace. And like when you open up a bunch of rooms, I don't know how, I feel like it's gonna be kind of odd to look at it in a, at a pulled-back view and kind of like, I feel like you don't really get to think about the map as a whole anymore. I don't know, we'll see. Trace measures how aware of your presence the grid is. Oh no, this one's red. This one's not red. For every 10 points... Oh, okay, they like play off each other. For every 10 points of trace gained, the grid will increase its alarm level, making the run more difficult and the enemies more dangerous. Okay. Interesting. Every assumption I've made so far has been incorrect, which is exciting. The watcher in this cluster is an extraction watcher, which will increase your trace whenever you extract a node here, making a usually free action raise your trace. Try exploiting that library. Plus 10% shards when extracting any nodes, yeah. So this was, same thing as before, it seems. So this one just gives you some cash. This one doesn't give you anything now, but makes all the other library nodes more valuable. And they kind of do that, they kind of have that dynamic for most of the nodes, or at least they did. I don't know if they still do, which is pretty interesting, you know. A lot of the nodes that would give you abilities, you could kind of like forego getting the ability, instead get an item version of it that you could use later, but at a cost, you know, instead of the free one that would have applied just to that cluster. Oh, we got a crash. Cool. Let's click play again. Fun. If it keeps doing that, then guess I'll just play out of hands again. That's when I extracted, right? Okay, we're right here. Confirm. Exploring a library node will increase the shard yield of every other node. Check how to advance further by inspecting that gate. It's a combat gate, so you must defeat all Sentinel Ice in this cluster to unlock it. Sentinels are the grid's defenders, placed there to fight any intruders and kick them out of the grid. Pinpoint their live location to the authorities or worse. Okay, we can zoom out. If I hover over these, I don't get any indication of what they are if I'm zoomed out. If I zoom in, So I got no idea what that one was. Which isn't like super important information, probably. Unless you're like compiler. Wait, what's going on here? Okay. Oh, that was the one that I just did. So this ice, well, that's not. I can flippy. Okay. Okay, I was confused by this. Okay, so that's above the watcher. Okay. I really like the back of this terminal. Look how cool that is. That's pretty sick. Let's take a look at this guy over here. I do really like the models of the terminals. Those are nice. Alright. You can't easily see that this has an ice on it, right? I feel like, I get it was simple, and it was probably maybe not intended to be like the final level design, or like level style. The old node-based little squares and stuff. But it was really easy to read, you know? And it had some nice abstraction to it. I liked it. But I'll get used to this too. Alright, let's do combat. Okay, oh no. How do I... Okay, click up here. Never played a game before. I don't know how to do anything. Alright. Everything you see is created by your console to provide you with information during combat. I knew they were going to redo the backgrounds, because the backgrounds were like 2D static type things. I thought they were fine for the most part. Obviously, depending on the enemy, it just looked a little wonky. But the actual quality of the backgrounds was nice. But this is, I have seen some clips of like combat on like a tweak that they made, a little promo video or whatever, and it looked super dynamic, like really cool. Right off the bat, I gotta say I love how great this looks right here. With the ice name, the health, the routine it's gonna run, that looks nice. This all looks about the same. Oh, I didn't even check the commands to see if they're different or if I could change them, but... So, draw cards, that's draw... it's draw and... You get something back? I don't remember. Energize, of course, the classic. Energize! It costs more now. That's fair. Okay, this is exciting. Everything you see is created by your console. Alright, got that. Yeah, like this just looks... Oh! The highlighting is cool. I wonder if we're gonna get multiple ice in battles now. I don't want that really, because sometimes it feels difficult enough. This guy is fucking cool. This little spider guy. Love him. Okay, so Cocoon Directive. At the end of its turn, this ice gains 10 barrier. Alright. We got 3 clock. So I think this is probably gonna be largely the same. It's not gonna attack, so it's just... Oh. Oh! Oh! I don't do him, I do the menu. Huh. I like that. It's a little... I mean, no complaints. It feels less fluid than if the card was just, you know, I feel like there's maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like a slight delay, or it's just, I don't know, it's not quite as fluid as any other game where you just like drag the card onto the enemy. I think it's the transition from like the cursor to the targeting reticle, but conceptually I love it, and I'm down with it. Playing cards has been filling this yellow bar here. That's virtual memory. Many cards generate it, and it's used to activate your commands and trigger some cards' conditional effects. You can check how much Vim a card generates by counting the yellow symbols beneath its clock cost. Commands are powerful skills that can swing a battle in the blink of an eye. Normally, any given command can only be activated once per turn, so keep that in mind. Draw 3 cards and choose one to discard. Okay. Was that discard 1 before? Or was it discard 2? I do not remember at all. And Energize, of course. Draw 1 card and gain 2 clock? Was that 1 card or was that 2 cards before? I don't remember. Even if it was 2 cards, like, I think lowering that and making it more expensive is still probably worth it, because that was way too good. Alright, nice animation there. Everything you see is correct. Oh. Okay, I guess it's just gonna tell us that every turn. Alright. See your console's integrity, a representation of how much damage it can take before it breaks. If it reaches 0, it's game over. The objective of every combat is to get the ice's integrity to 0 before it does the same to you. Your console will show the ice's intent here. Comma. Comma. Oh, yep, comma. And its inherent passive abilities here. Playing cards cost clock. A card's clock cost is shown on the left next to its name. Okay. 50 barrier, 60 integrity. So it's gonna deal 50 damage. 50 damage. Oh yeah. Whoops. Okay. So to play this, I still drag it over the enemy. Some cards generate it and it blocks incoming damage. Barrier expires at the start of your following turn. Okay, so to play barriers cards, defense cards, I still drag it over the enemy. Alright. That's probably a bit unintuitive. So every card you play, you drag it over the enemy. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna take me so much to remember. Got 1 clock. It's at 30 though. Alright, I'll just take some damage. Oh, I can do that anywhere, I guess. Okay. Ooh, the conditions are met. That's where you got that, right? The little effect? That's awesome. Oh wait, if I do that? No. I don't know, it's... a little wonky, Combat rewards, we got some shards, we got a hash key. Hash keys are like a universal currency. You can use them to, you can like swap them for a whole bunch of different stuff. At the different nodes. I think there's also going to be a traditional shop, which is going to be interesting. Hash keys are a resource used to rehash nodes and unlock some gates. They are mainly obtained by defeating sentinels. Alright, so now we can use this. Let's exploit it to get a card. What is this? Hold to compile program. Alright, superfluous, but I'm 100% down with that. Alright, what do we have here? Hoplite, I think that's the same. Rending code slash. Inflict 1 debilitated. I think these are... Is that more feral? Did you get 2 feral before, or 1? I think it was 1, right? Let's go. I think I do kind of like the new trace system. It might just depend. I don't know if each of these increases is gonna make things more difficult or how that's gonna work, but okay, I can't, it won't let me do some stuff until okay. I'm kind of, sometimes, as you can see, I'm like clicking the wrong interface stuff. I don't know if that's just me or what's going on here. This cluster is controlled by an extraction watcher. There are also 3 gates. Inspect each one. I'm gonna look at the command menu, but the tutorial won't let me do anything. Okay. Activity gate. Okay, using all nodes. Spending 1 hash key. Hash key. Okay. The watcher. Exploit the intel node. This is an intel node. Reveal a connected cluster. This was the ones that I was never really like too excited about. But I think that was also because like I don't remember how many times there was a cluster where there was like 3 exits. Like it definitely happened, but not too often, or it never felt like I needed the information, right? You open up a thing, look at it, and then you deal with losing whatever resources you might have. I don't know if that's just me or not though. But it's not gonna open it. I just have to. Oh, do I have to pick this one, or can I? See, it says. Oh no, it is. If I read, select that hash key gate over there. All right. See if it's worth spending a hash key. That's lucky you found the core node. Okay. All right. Core keeper. Core nodes always have an exceptionally powerful sentinel on them, known as the core keeper. Explore more before going to it. Alright, let's explore more. Connect to sir.face. What? Oh, so this is the... Alright, so this is gonna be like the shop. The traditional shop. Adonis ad blocker, Crimson Assault. I think on hit gain 1 cached is new. These look the same though. What? I've got so many recordings of this game. I streamed a little bit and then I think I might have uploaded some, but I recorded like I don't know, a whole bunch of runs. Just like for fun. So I think it'll be interesting to go back and just like see. This is Surface, the shop where you can exchange shards and other resources for cards, tools, and more. So originally there was no shop like this. You might find a node that would give you a card you could get, or you could, you can get specific items from specific types of nodes. But it didn't have like a price per card. You could only get one, and it was a set price, and it was cool, but it was a little limiting. Because you just didn't really have as many options to tailor your deck in the way you wanted, like, Slay the Spire or another deck builder would get you. So I'm really happy with this. And we've got, like, a lot of stuff here that I'm just now, like, noticing. Because I saw the cards and I saw the glitches. I don't know if they're still called glitches. They might be drivers. But they were called glitches before. Leave when you're ready, and remember, you won't be able to come back until you find another source node. Oh, cool. I like that. I wonder if each source node is going to have the same stock in the run, or if each one's going to be a different shop. Okay, so we got some other stuff, though. What is this? Cost reducer. Reduce the cost of adjacent items by 25%? What? So like if I buy this, I reduce the price of these. So that'd be minus 50, minus 25, is that? Wait, but these ones are blank. What's this one do? Reduce the cost of all adjacent items. What is... This is, interesting. If you buy all adjacent items, reduce trace by 2. What? So buying this will reduce these, and that's quite, that's, you know, interesting. So that's some hefty savings there. What is happening? Okay. Huh. Alright, so these are drivers now. Every time you play 4 attack cards in a single turn, gain 3 feral. Each point increases outgoing damage, decays 1 point each turn. Oh, yeah, feral, and I assume grit will do the same now. I guess they decay each turn. Before, you just stack them up, and you would just, like, you could get pretty crazy strong. Turntable driver, love it. Use minor commands 2 times per turn. Interesting. Every time you play 3 defensive cards in a single turn, gain 1 clock. Wait, what the fuck is this? Gate breaker, unlock target gate. Okay. Scout probe. Okay. So these are the tools. I'm getting the feeling it's gonna be the same thing throughout, because like these completion bonuses, you can't do this the first time you encounter a source node likely, so it's probably something you work at over time, I'm guessing. 600. So I think they might have split up the icebreakers, because the icebreaker item basically just nullified anything you wanted to, right? And now it looks like they got gate breakers, they might have sentinel breakers, so they might have a little bit more variety there, which is good because you usually only broke the watchers with them. There was just, you're investing too much to get the item to use it on something lesser than that, you know, in most cases. Okay, let's buy something. Let's buy a let's buy a card. Cached. Start your turn drawing 1 extra card. So cached replaced index, renamed, because that was index, right? Drawing more cards, I think. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Oh, 102%. Oh, that's exciting. I like that. Okay. I'm kind of fascinated by, like, this whole thing. Okay. It's fun. It's cool. I like that. Eliminate that sentinel to access the render node. Yeah, so I don't think there's any indicator just until you click on it that there is a sentinel on there, which I think is odd. This would have been, you know, a little red icon previously. That's a pretty neat model. I like the, it's just like a cool design. I do like that each of the nodes has its own unique appearance. You know, I think that is definitely awesome. And it's not like I don't like this. I just it doesn't feel as I don't know. It just feels a little off. I really like the kind of abstract aspect to the previous one, but then you'd go into combat and it's not really abstracted in the same way. So this is definitely a more cohesive type of you know, package, I guess. Vamp Directive. Every time this ice hits, it restores integrity equal to half the damage dealt. Okay. 20 damage. Ooh! Maybe a little lungy there. While fighting in the grid, you may apply or receive buffs or debuffs. Oh yeah. I love the little, like, truncated little, like, code. You know, it's like a dot barrel. It's like an extensionized version of the buffs and stuff. I love it. The statuses you're affected by are shown above your integrity, and the ones affecting the enemy are next to theirs. And again, sick music. I can't tell if the music is different or not. I feel like this is different music, but cool. All right, let's try one more time. I mean, if it goes back to where it was, I'll keep going and I'll see what's up. I want to try and get through a run, although it's gonna take a long time. I know these runs would take me like 2 hours, and I barely ever won. I was not very good. Jack in. Right here. Perfect. So this is just the beginning of my turn, or this card. Alright. This is different. My cards are different. I think it's just like restarted the battle over and just like regenerated everything, redealt cards and all that. Deal 30 damage, inflict 1 exposed. Alright. Alright. I am playing on my Steam Deck. I don't know if that'll... I never had any performance issues or stability issues previously. I've only ever played it on my Steam Deck. That's what I play everything on now. If it's on Steam, at least. Alright, let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hemp Vim. So he's gonna deal 26 damage because I'm exposed. Ooh! That was kind of a festive confetti or something. I love it. But not sure cards conditional. Alright, Temp Vim goes away at the end of turn. Cannot be used for conditional effects, so it's not going to affect like the bonus damage and bonus defense from some of those cards I've got. Okay. I'll take 6 damage. Healing was almost non-existent. In the previous version, I don't know if that's the same now. I should have waited to play that. I'm not very good, by the way, just to be clear. I just have fun playing. 30 damage. There's a cool disintegration effect too. I have not gotten any card rewards from beating a Sentinel. I don't know if that's a tutorial thing or... Have I? I don't think so. I think the only change was the shop. Eliminate that Sentinel to access the render node. I did. Okay. Oh no. Are we done? Oh. Well, I'm stumped. Let's see what's going on. It just seemed like it was... Didn't recognize that I had actually done the battle. Jack in. Okay, here we are. Alright. Let's see what happens. 50 damage. Why 50 damage? I mean, he's just gonna gain that back, right? Oh no, he'll gain 5 back. Damage. Can I get to 10? 65 damage. Oh my god. You kidding me? Get 20 back, so it'll still be easy to kill, but that's insane. That's freaking absurd. That's a heavy hit there. Right, he's only at 23, so still dead. I feel like he was hitting heavier. Okay, combat rewards. Nope, still messed up. Alright. Let's just see, am I just not... Is there anything I can click on? I wonder how big these maps can be. Oh, thank God you can click and drag. Okay. Dude. This is absurd. What the fuck? That is a slow... You hit space to center the map in your character, and that is a slow pan. Okay, okay. Why is it still panning? Alright. It's not even early access yet. Calm down. Alright. I think this is just... I can't see anything. Okay, let's abandon run. It's not gonna let me go there. Alright. Let's speed through this. Read nothing. We're speeding through. We're speeding through. We're speeding through. Confirm, confirm. Exploit. Let's go. It might just be because it crashed in the beginning of that combat the first time. So maybe if we're lucky and it doesn't crash, then it'll go through. 50 damage? Start off with 50 damage. Confirm, confirm. Integrity. Let's go. Let's go. Eat it. Confirm. Confirm. Hash keys. Confirm. Let's get a card. Compile. Okay, we took that one last time. We'll take Hoplite this time. Open gate, open gate. This cluster is controlled by an extraction watcher. Inspect each one. Cool. 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 Let's get a... Whoa, that's lucky. Let's buy something different too. What's the Adonis ad blocker? I don't know why, but just this like grid interface has me so excited. And like these little things, like there's some interesting stuff. I don't know. Seems fun. Alright. Alright, let's eliminate that sentinel. I mean, already we've been doing better. No crashes at all, and there was like 3 last time, so 50 damage. Boom! 30 damage, that's not bad. About to hit that 10 threshold. Okay. Buffs, we're exposed. 65 damage. Done. Alright. Moment of truth. Fine. Oh! Look at that. Oh, exciting. Okay, so it must have been crashing during that combat. I guess when we I guess when we reloaded the game, it wasn't able to trigger something that the game needed to progress the tutorial or something. Alright, rehash. So the icebreaker still does Watcher or Sentinel. So there's still an icebreaker, and that's a general use one. The gatebreaker, I guess it's just a separate one. That maybe you can only buy that. You can't get it with the hash keys. So it makes them a little different use case. Icebreakers are tools that can disable any ice instantly with a sentinel or watcher. Explore the cluster behind the activity gate. This cluster has some incredibly useful nodes. However, it's also protected by an activity watcher, so using any of them in any way would greatly increase your trace. It says greatly. Does that mean it's like a 2 per node or something? Use the icebreaker on the activity watcher to avoid the additional trace. Okay. Exploits. Ooh. Upgrader. Upgrader! I did see something about this on the Steam forums briefly. But I don't actually know what it does. In terms of like what upgrading the cards does, rather. But now, yeah, now you can upgrade cards in your repo. So this is interesting. Remove a card and upgrade a card. 4 keys. That's a hefty price, but not bad. Let's see. We didn't have an upgrader node before. We did have the one that lets you remove a card, and I think it was remove a card if you exploit and remove 2 if you spend a hash key, but it was just 1. This variable cost is insane. 4. It's a lot. What would I want? I assume it'll give me like a preview. Yeah. So 30 damage, 30 barrier. 30 damage, 30 damage. Re-enable your minor command. So it lets you... Huh. Re-enable your minor command. That's nice. What are these ones? 60? Okay, only on the conditional attack. I like that, that's fun. So it ups it by 20 for the conditional one. 45, draw a card and gain a cash. It's really good that they're like genuinely changing the functionality. Like they're adding abilities when you upgrade. It's not just, you know, more defense, more barrier, or more damage all the time. You know, if the card has some flavor to it, it gets a little bit more flavor. I love it. So this one or Adonis. Adonis feels like that's just sick. That's just way too sick. Gotta do it. What's up with that animation? That's fun. I love it. Okay, exploit every node here. What's this one? I don't know what this one is. Let's do this though. Compiler. Choose a card. Choose a card with boosted rarity. I think that's the same basically, but I don't know if it was 2 hash keys. I don't remember the costs of all those things. Let's choose a card. I do like this little, like all the like animations and stuff are so fun. This is, it's very, it's kind of delightful to do that. I like this one too. I don't know what this icon is. It's got this like occult, otherworldly thing. Like it almost doesn't fit in, but I love it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, 2 grit. Grit also probably. Okay, you won't tell me yet. Mem beacon. Okay, we got a protocol. I'm trying to remember. I think protocols you only got from dedicated nodes, right? Like there was a node you'd find that would be one of the options. It'd be like, I think it was this one was like get a card or get a protocol card, right? Like it was a specific thing you had to choose. Protocols are cards that change the rules of combat once played and get decompiled afterwards. Add that one to your deck. Alright, can I hover over? I assume grit will also decay, like Feral does, but I don't actually know. Which one's this? Driver. Choose a driver with boosted rarity. Driver. This will be the first time we've gotten to use drivers. Oh, I didn't check the shop what drivers were in the shop. Well, there's the same cards though, right? Probably the same drivers. Edge driver. Okay, I like that. It's simple. It's simple, alright? It's not like too exciting, but it's like, it's always gonna, you know, deliver for you. You know, can't go wrong. Stream driver. Every time you play 4 attack cards in a single turn, draw a card. See, that seems enticing, but play 4 attack cards. So you're gonna have a way to upgrade your, get additional clock, or you're gonna need some free attacks in your deck. So we can't really do much with this right now. Rooster driver. At the start of each combat, generate 3 rim. This is one that I quite like. You know, get you towards that 10 threshold quickly, and let's use some commands a little bit quicker if you need it. I think it's great. Probably will go with that one. I also love Rooster Driver. Love the name. I don't know what the U is. some more info there. That, like, maybe that's, like, uncommon. Like, these are common and that's uncommon. I do not know. Okay. Ah! So now what happens? That last action raised the grid's alarm level. In this case, raising the alarm level caused that gate to close and that sentinel to spawn. Huh? It's interesting. So previously, the trace level went up to 10, and every like 3 or so, the enemies would just have more defense and more attack, and that was pretty much it. Not very exciting, and honestly, too punishing. I thought. So this is interesting. So it's just kind of like changing the current situation I'm in. It's not doing like a global overhaul yet. We'll see. The gate can be opened, but it'll now raise your trace. Run everything out of this cluster and move on. So there's a sentinel. Okay. It's not letting me get into the command menu, and I really want to see what's in there. Okay. Heavy gate. Oh, okay. Oh, that was confusing. So, the sentinel is here. I was clicking on the gate, but the sentinel's here. Which obviously doesn't seem to be any, you know, it's kind of difficult to figure out the situation, but yeah, I got it now. Whoa! That is a freaky looking dude. In combat, you can check your active drivers and their effects up here. Every time this ice hits, it inflicts 1 exposed. Okay, so it's gonna gain 40 barrier. That has only outlined the torso. Interesting. We got an extra card this turn. Okay, we got Cornucopia Protocol, which goes great with the driver. As I said before, protocols are permanent combat modifiers. Once played, the protocols themselves are decompiled, but their effects linger until the end of combat. So, we've got a little buff there, Cornucopia Protocol. Deal 30 damage. Well, hitting him's not going to do anything. Adonis, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm good. I'm all blocked up. He's got no barrier. I'm not gonna be able to deal 70 damage, but let's see what's up. Yeah, I mean he's dead next turn pretty easily, I think. You have to do a lot of barrier, right? Got him. Alright. we're getting some nice cashola. Alright. Remember, you can customize your commands for combat here. You can do this at any point during a run, unless the tutorial prevents you from clicking it. Alright. Oh, look at this. I love this design. This is cool. Okay, so minor, major, critical. So I wasn't sure what they meant by minor and major. I don't remember if these were named. I know they were tiered like this. I just don't remember if they were explicitly called this. Okay, so obviously let's go here. So, gain 2 grit. Every time you play a card this turn, generate 1 Vim. Gain 2 feral. Draw 1 card. Usually what I do is I'd start off with Scout, and then at some point I'll switch over to Roar. Occasionally, but pretty rarely, but sometimes I would use Farm. Kind of just depends what cards you get. Because you kind of, you really need to have a deck that supports playing, obviously, a bunch of cards. And at a 4 cost, generally speaking, you're not going to be able to play 4 cards to even recoup that amount. So, it's kind of an odd ability, to be honest. Major, you've got Dig, draw 3 cards, then discard 1. Recollect. Choose up to 2 cards from your recycler and place them in your hand. Nice. Choose 1 card from your repo and place it in your hand. Tutor. Love the name. As a Magic player from way back. Love it. Recur. The next non-protocol, non-decompile card you play this turn will be returned to your hand. And then critical, we got Echo. The next non-protocol card you play this turn will be played twice. Energize, draw 1 card and gain 2 clock. Execute, choose a card from your repo and play it for free. Or optimize, discard 8 cards from your hand and reduce its clock cost by 1 until end of combat. Super interesting. Let's keep most of those. I guess this is it. I have to do the final tutorial battle. Hope I'm good enough to win. Let's breach. No healing stuff ever came up. And the other one you could exploit. You didn't have to. When you found the core node, you didn't have to go and do the final battle right away. You could exploit them, and you had the different options just like the other nodes, and so you could use it to replenish your health, and there would be other core nodes that you could then use to actually do it. Alright, let's see what's up. Some sentinels have companion devices or independent parts of themselves called peripherals to aid them in combat. Disabling them is not mandatory to win the combat. Peripherals have their own separate integrity and subroutines and must be targeted separately by single target attacks. So there we go. That's why we got the radicals swapping. All that. Disabling a peripheral will set off its death trigger, which you can check here. Stun the ice. Okay, at the end of this ice's turn, Jaw restores 20 integrity. So, you have to try to swing at it pretty hard. You can't just nip away at it. This is exciting. 40 barrier, 20 barrier. I wonder if Jaw will also do attacks and stuff. I wonder how much variance there's gonna be. It like highlights the knees but doesn't go all the way down. It's funny. Okay. feel like we're just gonna knock Jaw out. Quickly. Deal 40 damage on hit, inflict exposed. Ice gains 40 barrier. Ooh, cornucopia. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to take out Jaw. I also watch my own back. Because I really want to play this. Actually, yeah, I mean, I won't be able to take him out, but I'll take care of the 40 damage. And the ice gains the barrier, the Jaw does not. Okay. That'll go up to 40, that's still not too bad. Oh, snappers. Got him. Alright, 40 damage. Now we can just focus on him. Let's just go to town. We're going to town. I do need to gain some barrier. Actually, I don't really. I've got so much health. This is the last battle. Fuck barrier. Got one more clock. Oh, and I guess. Might as well. For the Vin. We got him. The demo run. Okay. Let's do it. Oh. Okay. We got 3 gates right off the bat. Start combat. Intel. Oh, I guess the little like fence is how you know if there's a sentinel or not. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I'm cool with that. Sorry, I didn't notice it earlier. Obtain a gate breaker. There you go. A log node, compiler node. Oh. Get a card this early? Let's go. Whoa. Okay. Gain 30 barrier. If you also have 6 grit, gain 1 clock. And yes, grit does decay. Which is good. Good choice. Craig Drive. Let's go. I like exploiting the libraries early on. Just feels kind of nice. Oh, and those affected that. Not just the library. Start combat. Oh, what the heck? We're not in the tutorial anymore. Alright, let's see. 20 damage. A bunch of barrier. Oh, I didn't change my stuff. That's fine. Snapperoo. 40 damage. Great. Okay, not too bad. Thunder Smash, 20 barrier, 20 damage. Let's lose it on him. Not bad. $25. Alright. Not the best turn. What could I possibly draw? Do I still have that? No, yeah, I've got the amped. Oh no, it's decompiled. So yeah, I mean I could get, it'd be nice to play that again. Guess I could. I'll just do the barrier. Alright, not very fun. Oh, why didn't I play that? No, whoops. Forgot. Whoopsie daisy. 40 damage. I'm happy with that turn. That went well. Expended. Got him. Alright, that went well. Do we get a card option as a reward here? In the... No. Alright, so this is hash key cost. This is using everything. This is hash key cost. Jeez. Alright, let's try and use these a bit more than I normally would. We got ice there. Gate watcher. Source. Connect to surface. Do you want to connect to the surface? Haven. 120 integrity. 300 for 3 hash keys. Ugh. So many hash keys. I mean, that's a lot of health. That is. Okay, okay, there's 4 doors? I mean, 5. So activity, hash key, interlinked gate, disabling the watcher. Okay, an activity. This was a hash key. Oh, this is tough. Alright, well this one's open already. So let's go here. But we got a shop, and I want to go to the shop. Activity watcher. Ooh. Drag fast when you're zoomed in. Okay. It's a little medkit icon. I like it, I like it. Sentinel there. Oh, do they tell you? So yeah, hash key. That's a combat gate. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Okay. Hash key. Activity. Interlinked gate. Okay, I like that a lot. Remover. Oh, I see. So normally that is a 1 trace action, but because of the watcher, it's 2. Very, very interesting. I would want the shards. I want to stock up a lot before I hit that shop surface. Okay, let's get the shards. Let's grab a card. 8 trace now. Fragmented data. Corrupted type card that has no effect and is decompiled at the end of your turn while in hand. Ephemeral wall. 35 barrier and 4 temp vim. 30 barrier. If the last card you played this turn was a defense card, play this card twice. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. That seems fun. Okay. Upgrader. Upgrade a card, move card, and upgrade. Looking forward to upgrading. I should have messed with the commands. I should just try new commands that I haven't really used too much of before. 30 damage. I feel like playing the attacks is better. I don't feel like it's sluggish or anything, like I did initially. It's fine. I think it's just a little unusual, but it's fine. I like it. I'll say I like it. .26 damage. Every time this ice hits, it restores integrity equal to half the damage dealt. Bam, directive. Okay. Bam, directive. 30 damage. $26 damage. We'll be able to energize. Let's see what that does. Interesting. I'm really, truly enjoying the animations and the camera effects and all that in combat. Deal 50 damage. Alright, let's do it. There was no animation or anything, it just doubled the amount of barrier. It would have been cool if it duplicated, you know? And they both resolve separately. Check this out, bro. Check this out. Check this out. Are you kidding me? 2 damage. 16, 17, 18. Are you kidding me? Oh, 20 damage only though, so that's fine. The amount of times there's been I needed 2 more damage or something is absurd. Okay, there we go. Alright, 62 shards, a hash key. So I can spend the hash key and I can go to the shop if I wanted to. Alright, let's mess with the alarm level. Let's see what happens there. Okay, so I'm gonna get to upgrade. This time I'm gonna barrier. This time, oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I was dead set on upgrading this one. This is disgusting. Fuck. Love that. Love that animation. It's so fun. Okay. Okay, we'll switch it to the feral. And then I'll switch this one just to, let's go with tutor. And we'll keep energize for now. Or kind of want to try optimize. Let's try that. Let's see how that goes. My alarm level was 1. Did anything happen? So it did close the gate that I had open. But that seems to be it, which isn't too bad. But I can open this one. Wait, it's a different icon. We got 2 gates open up. Ooh, look at this room. We got different shapes and sizes of rooms. I love it. I'm coming around to the overworld map now. You know, I get it. It's really cool. Okay, That's a library. Driver. Okay. Oh, so there's a sentinel blocking me right there. Sentinel in front of the gate. Okay. Interesting. Sentinel here too. No, no other shop. Okay. I got 300. Do I want to try and get to 600 before I go to, the shop? Do I? I mean, I'd like to try, since I can't go back to it. What the? What's this guy? While Cloak is online, this ice hides its intent. Stealth directive. Ho! Inflict 2 exposed to ice. Okay. Ice King's barrier. Wow. I'm a little nervous. Okay, Prey Drive. Cyber Hide. Slash the cloak. Go. Oh, I should have. Ah! Alright, I'll do it next time. Should have gained some feral. Alright. This is, a little tricky. Alright, uncloak. Deal 50 damage. If cloak is online, deal 50 damage. Ooh. That's cool. Okay. I'm really loving the new enemy stuff, like the destroyable parts. I wonder if there's potentially multiple ones eventually. And like that one, Cloak felt like I gotta knock it out. The jaw one didn't feel like I had to. It truly felt more optional. So that's cool. All I can really block some damage. I guess I'll just block some damage. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Sick! Love it! Manto Dia, Mark 1. Deal 50 damage. Choose one card from your repo and place it in your hand. I can't play it right now anyway, so. Why am I not using the feral? I'm just like forgetting about it. Okay, okay. Feral. Prey Drive. That one. Reactivate cloak. Oh. Okay. That's cool. It's grayed out. I wonder what that means. I'm getting kind of nervous. Let's go ahead and let's do the Cyber Shell, Cyber Hide combo. Now, do I hit him for 50? I feel like I gotta. I'm just gonna stack. I'm gonna stack the grit and feral. Stack the feral, and then maybe I can one hit the cloak next turn. No, but I can two hit it. Gain 50 barrier. Okay, not bad. This is a fun enemy. I was looking at their roadmap earlier, and I couldn't really tell how different it was. They have like a little changelog at the bottom, but the changelog hadn't been updated. But it looks like they have like adjusted some stuff. This is a game like I'm so excited, and I'm really enjoying this update. I think it's fantastic. All right, let's trigger this. Should have done that first, but I'm not good. Boom. Yeah, I'm super impressed with this update, and I am so excited for early access whenever it comes out. I don't have any friggin' attacks. I mean, he'll be dead next turn. I just need an attack. Let's just keep on the barrier. I guess I could have done that, right? Or when did I get? How much fin do I have? 4? Yeah, I could have just done that. I'm done. I'll get better. Eat it. What? Wrong card. Eat it. There you go. 2. Eat it. Ooh. Okay, we're at 415. Alright. Let's get as many shards as we can. Should have spent a key for more shards. I've got 3 keys. Until 48 shards. Reduce trace by 2. So, wait. Is that gonna give me 2 trace? So is this just like wasting the actions that is just nothing happens? Or what's going on there? I guess I'll get the gate breaker this time. I'm at 500 shards. That feels nice. Let's go open this one up. Yeah. Okay, I have to open this gate again. So let's increase trace. Let's spend a key. Let's go to the shop. 500 shards. Let's see what's in here. What? Holy moly, we got hash keys. We can just buy hash keys. That is cool. Icebreaker, gatebreaker, right? completion bonus. This is so weird. It's like an odd little minigame. Reroll all adjacent items. This shop is insane. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, I remember the pet. Generate 1 Vim for each 2 grit you have. It's interesting. Increase the Vim generated by this by 1 for the remainder of combat. I remember. I love this card. This is just a fun card. 1 clock. Sure. 4 Vim. And next time it comes up, it's even better. You got another protocol. At the start of your turn, if you're at max Vim, gain 1 clock. Ooh. That is tough. Because an extra clock is valuable. I'm thinking that's probably... Man, like, would you want to play, get to max Vim, and not use your commands? Like, is it that valuable? Or is it just like, once you get to max Vim, your next turn you'll have that extra clock, and then like your energize or your whatever is just going to be able to hit more? I don't know. I don't know how you play with that. And again, like, I don't know if I've really commented on the actual card art this time, because I've talked about it before, but I love it. It's beautiful. Hash keys, alright, what's this? Reduce trace. Reduce the cost of all adjacent items by 25. Cost reducer. Reroll. So, reroll all adjacent items. So if I buy this, it'll reroll these 4 items. This will reroll too. This costs trace. That's just gonna give me... I don't spend money for that. I spend trace. Was it like that before in the tutorial? Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if there's any possibility of other items rolling with a trace cost. Like, what if I can spend 5 trace to get a hash key or something? Or like a card? Huh. Alright, let's take a look at these drivers. Street driver. Gain 2 grit. Start of each combat. Okay. It's good. I think because it's start of each combat. Only 2 grit. I don't know. I guess it just depends on your build. Code slash card still 20% more damage. That's a classic. Let's get Recursive Dream. Let's get Recursive Dream. I love the loading bar. Love it. Let's do this. Let's reroll all adjacent items just so we can see how it goes. I wonder if this is gonna reroll. Like, it seems like it should. I'm just kind of uncertain of what options it can roll into. Like, I assume they're just gonna reroll into the same type of item. This will be a card. You know, it's not gonna, like, become a driver or anything, I assume. Okay, so this was not re-rolled. Energy codes. Every time you play a defense card this turn, gain 7 barrier and generate 1 Vim. Okay. Cranium Rush. Start your turn with 1 extra clock. 2 overclocked, 1 clocked. Trace it? Buy it? Oh. Okay. I get 2 trace when I exit. Alright. Am I at alarm level 3? Oh. Okay, it looks like the alarms just mess with the gate. So I'd have to reopen this one. And this one I'd have to reopen. And I might have added that ice there. I don't remember if it had one. Integrity is nice. I'll keep that one available. Oh, this is so cool. Do I want to go back over there? 2 hash keys, icebreaker. What do I have? Gatebreaker? Unlock target gates. Whew. You got 3 logs? Reduce trace by 2. If I reduce the trace level to 0, can I reduce the alarm level? Probably not, right? Okay. You know, I think... I assume the alarm level will do more things per tick later on. Like, going from, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, won't have, will do what it does, but going from 5 to 6 or 7 to 8 will have a bigger effect, right? I don't know what that means exactly, but that's what I would assume. And it messing with the gates is very cool in like a really thematic kind of way. And I really think that's fun. Okay, where am I? Okay, well let's... So, activity gate using all nodes. So if I use that one, I can open up 2 doors. Alright, let's increase trace. Alright, where do I want to go? Okay. Open gate. I kind of want to increase the trace level. See what's what. Alright, let's start combat. Okay, deal 60 damage. Oh my god, and 50 damage from a claw. This feels amped up. Okay. Oh, vamp directive? When's... Oh god, I don't like that at all. That's too much. $91 damage and 65 damage? What the fuck? Alright, let's take an extra clock next turn. And hope that I can power through the claw. Ideally, I can take the claw in 2 attacks and I can drop a nice barrier or 2. No attacks. Oh, cool, thanks. Nice. My lord. Recursive Drain. Restore Integrity. Okay, that's not too bad. 25 damage. Barrier. Let's, barrel. Guess I'll play this for the ram. Since it won't be decompiled now. 70 damage and 50 damage. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to. So 80. That's still, I'm still taking damage. Okay. Do I code slash the claw with the bonus damage? Or do I cranium rush? So I'm gonna take damage either way. If I cranium rush, I can get pretty close. Yeah, but that's not energized anymore. But I feel like this is gonna be a long battle. And I think hitting a nice optimize could be pretty good. Jesus. It might kill me. Like optimizing prig drive or recurring dream would be sick. $25 damage. So it's not hitting for a lot right now. Okay, if I search for a card... See, I'm not sure what I would search for, right? Searching for a recursive dream would be cool. It would get me pretty closely back up there, but like it doesn't really change the situation. Do I want to roar though? 6 Vim. I'll still be above the like the 10 cutoff for bonus damage and stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. $71. $71 damage, or hell, integrity. Amped code slash 54 9. Put me at 7 8 9. Regular attack. Okay. Okay, 60 damage. I want to recursive, but I cannot. Let's do that one. We'll block a good chunk. We will roar. Okay. Exposed. 339, dude. That's fuck. This is a beefcake. It's too much of a beefcake for me. Self-deal 40 damage. Reactivate claw after 1 turn? That's not very good. in 20 barrier. Okay, well, he's not hitting me, so that's obviously nice. I think I'm gonna die. Such high health and doing claw coming back after one turn. That's like almost punishing. Like why would I deal with that at all if it's just gonna come back after one turn? I don't know. I'm bitter. I'm bitter right now. I don't know what to do. 70 damage, 50 damage. Barrier up. I feel like I was tricked to devoting any resources into taking out the claw. I hope we're not in a situation where just like all of the peripherals will just come back at some point. Like there's like all of the ice, if they have a peripheral, like they all can just regenerate. I wouldn't like that. I like the cloak, it made sense, you know, it was cool, made the battle interesting. This is just like super punishing. It's just like here's a heap of damage on top of already heap of damage. Yeah, I'm not liking optimize. If this was like, if it was a lawn battle, but he's not hitting me for over 100 every turn, optimize would be worth it. But now I would rather energize. I feel like I got too many generator cards too. I just get so excited when I see a cool one. Alright, might as well. I mean, I should actually use the ability before passing judgment on it, right? Alright, 226. Exposing Ren. Maybe I'll get to the point where I can just one-shot the claw. Oh, nope. Fucking dead. Alright. Okay, that'll be it for now. I didn't even expect to stream. I was just gonna play it and record myself playing it, and then I saw the new map and stuff, and I was like, this looks like a big update. I didn't see any like patch notes or anything. I just saw there was an update, and I looked at the Steam forums quickly, very quickly. So I didn't know exactly what to expect, but I am so excited. Um, New update seems very cool. Um, I don't think I really even have any negative feedback. Like, I don't feel like I got too far into that first real run, but with roguelike type stuff, it usually takes me a while to get, further in. So, yeah, no hard feelings, right? That dude was a tough guy. And I think the new node types are very interesting, very fun. I can definitely see myself using the scouts more and the revealing the connected clusters more. And I do like the overhead map. Um, the tweaks to the UI and stuff are very nice. I've it's I'm so excited, so excited. Um, I'm hoping that I think in the next few months it should get like an actual early access thing. I think Q3 was like the anticipated early access. So I am so excited, and I can't wait to play more of this. And the narrative events, progression unlockables, everything sounds very exciting. I'm so happy. Um, all right, go check this game out. Into the Grid. It's currently free. It's just a demo. Coming to early access at some point this year. Flatline Studios. Yeah, super fun.